As we know, I mean, the most difficult part of the EVAR is the contralateral cannulation. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, you know. So it's time-consuming, radiation exposure, and it could be difficult if you have a large aneurysm with a little thrombus, or if you have a non-residual lumen, or if you have a narrow-aortic bifurcation or severe aortic iliac angulations. So I'm going to give you about 10 tips how we can do cannulation, because I still think this is the most difficult part of any EVAR procedure. Let's start with the tip 1. What you do if you have a large aneurysm like that? So you have a big sac here, you know. So if you go and deploy your device, what we call a C shape, like from the left side, what happens, your contralateral limb will be inside the sac. So it'll be very difficult for you to cannulate. You see that? Well, if you do the same thing, if you deploy an S shape from the right side, like an S shape, then the contralateral limb will be between narrow areas, will be easier to cannulate. So this is tip 1. So during integration, you can decide which way to go. Let's go to tip 2. What if you have an angulation like that? If you have an angulation like that, if you deploy it in the C shape like that from the left side, what happens, contralateral limb will be against the thrombus. It will be very hard to cannulate in this way. What if you do so in this way? If you deploy it in S shape like that, it will be very easy to go and cannulate. It will be a straightforward shot. This is the second tip. The third tip. What if you have a narrow aorta? You have a large thrombus and you end with very narrow aorta. So in this way, if you deploy the device completely, then it's going to compress the contralateral limb. It will be very hard to cannulate. So what's better sorry, I know what you're saying. So in better situation, you just wait until the contralateral limb be released and stop. Don't deploy contralateral limb, ipsilateral limb, so you have a space here, so you can go right and deploy the contralateral limb. So if you have a narrow aorta, don't deploy the ipsilateral completely, just deploy it partially and keep the contralateral limb open. Tip 4, you have, your catheter is very important. You know what catheter? You have different catheters. You have to know. The most one we use a vertebra, but sometimes we use a Cobra, Judkins, and really recently I use a lot of implants left and right. They are very good because they are, the tip go up or upward will be very easier to cannulate. I'll give you an example. Or you can use the descent-to-steerable catheters, but really I use it. It's very expensive. I don't think you need it. If you have enough different type of the catheters, I don't think you need to buy this kind of catheters. I'll give you an example, like this one. If you have like this, the same anatomy, if you have this anatomy, you can use a vertebra. It's very simple, use a vertebra, you can put it there with your wire, you can use it. Let's say if you deploy it in this way, then you cannot use vertebra. Then you have to change your catheters. So in this way you can use a Cobra and Judkins. You get your catheter here, and then you use angulated wire to get into the contralateral limb. Or you can use the implants which already angulate upward, and you can put it there and you can cannulate very easy. So picking up the right catheter will help you a lot in cannulation of the contralateral limb, depending on the morphology. What about tip number 5? What if you have a tortuous iliac artery? If you have tortuous iliac artery, it becomes very hard to cannulate because of a lot of tortuosity. So the best way in this situation to put a long sheath all the way inside the aortic sac. So this way you can straighten your anatomy, and then it will be an easy shot to go and cannulate the contralateral limb. The other thing is that if you have a long sheath and you have a catheter inside, you can change the angulation of the catheters by just putting the catheter inside the long sheath, and this way you can change the angulation in the way you want, so it will be much easier for you to cannulate the contralateral limb. Tip number 6, try to get multiple view. Like if you do like this view here, RAO 45, it looks you are in the right spot. But then our recommendation to go LAO 45. So on RAO 45, go 45 LAO, and you see how far you are. Then you push your catheter all the way where the gate is, here, and then you go back to RAO 45, and you get right away to the catheters. So start with this angulation, go LAO 45, adjust your catheter, and then you'll be right in the spot. The other technique, I think this is a very called orthogonalization technique. What they do is that you get your vertebra and you put it in, or you change your C-arm until the vertebra becomes straight line with the contralateral limb. So you have a straight line like that here. After that, you change your C-arm 90 degree. When you change 90 degree, you get it to the area where it becomes the longest orthogonal projection. And then, after you do that, you can see it here. and then you push your wire and will go directly to that because you'll be in the same plane. Because remember, you are dealing with a 3D, position, and you are in the CR only 2D. So this way you will be your catheters and the gate will be in the same plane by doing this technique. Even number 7 should be put it in the conventional or in ballerina deployment. How you decide that? Because you have both options. So I look at my wire. If you have like this one and both wires are parallel to each other, like you see both wires going like that, straight up, then if you deploy it in ballerina, like that, if you deploy it in the opposite position, you see your catheter is here and your gate is here. It will be very hard to cannulate. So in this way, it's better to deploy it in a straight, normal situation, where the normal, this is the main and this is the left, it will be very easy to cannulate. So this one, in this situation, I'll deploy it as a conventional standard deployment. But if you have, let's see another, if you have like angulation in the iliac, where the wires, they cross each other's 90 or 45 degree or more, like that. So what happens is that if you deploy it in the standard situation, like this is right, this is the left, then your gate here and your catheter is here, it will be very hard. So in this situation, it's better to put it in the ballerina position, like that, and then it will become very easy, straightforward shot to the cannulation. So you decide to go standard or ballerina, it depends on the anatomy of the aneurysm. Number 8, after you cannulate, you have to be sure you are inside the main body, otherwise you enter some problems. So the most common trick we use is to put a big tail and we put it inside, or you can put a balloon, a real balloon, and we twist it inside. The advantage of putting balloon, you can still have the wire. The disadvantage of using a big tail, you have to take the wire out. But if you put a reliant balloon and balloon it and twist it, then it will be much easier. And you still have your access. The second option is to do a hooking the tip. So you have a big tail and you pull it down until you hit the flow divider. And when you put it down, you can see the big tail is going to open up. And this is mean you are inside, it's not behind. The third way, you can do it by what we call a mushroom sign. What happens, you put your reliant balloon inside here, inside this part, and you inflate the reliant balloon. So the balloon will bulge here up and bulge little here because you are inside. So give you a mushroom sign. This is to you for sure you are inside. Because if you are behind, you will not get this mushroom sign. Or you can put the balloon here, and you get the mushroom sign here. This will be narrow here, and it will be wide here, like this one. So this also one way to be sure you are inside the graft and not behind it. Tip number 9. If you cannot get cannulation and all these tricks, the easy way is just go from the brachial. It's very simple. You go from brachial, can you control the limb? Or you can go from contralateral limb by using the contralateral catheters and get the wire inside. Then go from here, snare the wire, flip it over, and you can cannulate. You get the wire, you snare it, and then you are inside and you can finish it. This is the last one. What happens if you deploy it outside? We have two types of devices. We have a bimodular, we have triangular. If you have bimodular, you're supposed to go on the right way, but you can go the wrong way, you can deploy it behind it. So what happens, you end the limb completely outside. So the best way to deal with that, you get the wire back, here you push it down, and you put a new limb, and you leave the other one outside like that. But if you have a triangular device, the one comes two pieces, so you're supposed to go this way, but you can go the wrong way, like this one. But also you can go the very long way, you can go an ipsilateral. And this happened when in one of our cases, when it's supposed going in this way, we went to the ipsilateral limb. And we end both wires in the same limb. And we didn't figure it out until we deployed it. And after we deployed, we have both limbs in the ipsilateral side. Like that, you see both limbs here, and this one is still open. So how we deal with this one? You have many options. I'll give you a couple of options if you get these problems. First, you can convert to open, you still are open surgeon. Other option, just convert to a working iliac. Put a working iliac here, and then do fem bypass. Put a block here so they get retrograde and do fem bypass. This is option number 2. We have option number 3, just come from above, put a block here, and do just fem bypass. We have, sorry. Then And then number 4, you can get from above, push the wire to the side of that gate, get a wire from here, snare it, flip it over, and put a new limb. So you can do that. And the last option you can do is a fix. You have 5 options already. That's what this will we did. We went from here between the graft and the iliac artery. You can always go through that by using a glide catheter, glide wire. We get our wire inside the aneurysm. Then we went from contralateral limb and we get our wire inside from the other side. And then we snare the wire, we flip it over, and we put balloon expandable stent all the way inside to crush the limb between both. And this during the procedure you can see it. And this is compression angiogram. It's very beautiful. And we have follow-up CT. You see complete exclusion of the aneurysm. Both limbs are open, and the other limb is completely compressed on the side. And you can see it here. The old limb and both limbs are open. And this is the 3D reconstruction. It's very good. It's good flow.